Guested by Amanda Sparr. And here's your host, Chris Jarvis.
Welcome to Stay Up Late. I am just as excited about this show as you guys are. We have a great one for you tonight. Amanda Sparr is right here on set, ready to come out. I'm excited too, guys. I really am, right? All right. So we're going to try and get through this as quickly as possible. Anyways, have you guys heard about this? I don't know if you've heard. It was pretty big news for a little bit. The government has this on the table. They're not sure if they're going to do it yet or not. But they're thinking about minting $1 trillion coin in order to pay off the national debt. Now, the problem with this is the national debt is not $1 trillion. It's $17 trillion. And they can't mint a $17 trillion coin because, let's face it, that'd be ridiculous. All right, now I want you guys to take a little test. I want you to tell me if this is a White House Chief of Staff signature or a first grade drawing of a tornado. You're right, it's the tornado. This is the signature. See, big difference there. And in other news, during Rick Snyder's State of the State address, there were over 400 protesters there at the Lansing Capitol protesting against Rick Snyder's re-election. They hung signs on the Capitol saying, "Recall Snyder." Now, personally, I think it's kind of funny. Not the protesters, Rick Snyder running for re-election. And I don't know if you guys have heard this or not, but the 50 Shades of Grey book is coming out in a hardcover edition, too, pretty soon. And for weird guys who read it, they're making a special rubber edition for it. Anyways, finally, Justin Bieber is being sued by his bodyguard. Apparently, Justin Bieber assaulted his bodyguard. How? How does a 6-foot bodyguard get beat up by a 5'7" boy band star? I mean, really, the only way you can get beat up by Justin Bieber is if your name is Justin Bieber. All right, thanks a lot, guys. We're going to be right back.
Alright guys, welcome back to Stay Up Late. Before we go any further though, I want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine who asked me to shout out to him, and I was supposed to do it last show, but I'm a horrible person and I totally forgot about it. So I want to kind of explain a little bit about why I'm giving a shout out to this person though. He's an old salesperson I used to work with when I started at our van, and I was 18 when I started. I wasn't even out of high school yet, and I walked into the building, and I was very nervous. I was very scared, and I can honestly say though that all the salespeople there were very helpful to me and helped me through everything. But there was one who always stood with me, always made sure that I knew what I was doing, and if I ever needed help with anything, I could always come to him, and he always made that clear. His name is RJ Spraggins. He was the #1 salesperson in the store, and I always could rely on him for having my back there. There was some times I remember where I was having some issues with the salesperson there, and RJ was the one who really motivated me to do something about it. He said, you can't just let people walk over you or take advantage of you. You have to stand up for yourself. You need to correct this problem, and you really need to stand up and do this for yourself. And after that I started saying a line. It's like, there's a time to be a pushover and there's a time to do the pushing. That's I don't know if you guys have ever heard me say that, but that line came from RJ. He was the one who really showed me what that meant. And it was after that when I started to really pick myself up and really do more for myself and make sure people don't walk over me. And I remember one time on the sales floor, this was a little after the whole incident with the other person, and He's like, do you ever wear watches? And I don't know if you guys know me or not, but there's always been two things that I've always loved to wear. It's rings and watches. And when he told me that, I was like, oh yeah, I always wear watches. I love watches. He's like, I got a couple of watches I don't wear. You can have them, no charge or anything like that. And he took me out to his car and he showed me the watches. In fact, this is one of them right now. It's a Fossil watch, and I always wear this whenever I walk into an area where I'm not very comfortable with, like a new job, a new situation of any sort. I'm always wearing this watch because to me it just really symbolizes what RJ has told me over the years about standing up for yourself. Well, not over the years, but over the time I worked with him, about standing up for yourself and not letting people walk all over you. And he was always very enthusiastic about whatever he said, and very positive and motivational, really. And that's everything and this watch symbolizes everything that he's ever told me. So RJ, thank you so much. You have no idea how much of an impact you've had on my life. If any of you guys ever need a car or upgrading or anything with a new car or used car, go see him at Lasco Ford in Fenton. He can hook you up with a great deal. Thank you guys. Thank you, RJ. Alright, so anyways, I was thinking how much fun me and Corey had the last time we were going around interviewing our friends about what they thought of pickup lines, and we had another idea, and we decided to experiment a little bit with it. We thought that, what if instead of walking up to them and asking them questions about something, we just walked up to them with a mic and camera and didn't say anything? What would they do? And so, you guys can already see where this is going. So we tried it, and well, here, let's hear it. Let's take a look. Wait, did you guys see that? Let's take a look at that again. Did you see it? Right there. It's Batman! Being so very stealth-like. Anyways, though, it was very interesting listening to both the different reactions we got from both girls and guys.
Is this supposed to be something for the Stay Up Late show, where you just like say nothing and like just stand there?
Chris, I've got broken blood vessels on my face.
We did get many different reactions. Some people just stood there looking at the mic. Others decided to eat the mic. Some just wanted to smell it.
It smells good.
Some said gibberish.
I disagree with the conclusion that you have now presented towards the household.
Some people told us how the show could be better.
This show also needs more cowbell.
And there were others who just had a panic attack.
What is this? What is this?
Most people were very confused, though.
What's up? Do we have questions for me? Hey guys. What do you want me to say? I can say anything, really. Whatever you want. I'm really not sure what's going on here.
What up? It's a pretty sexy camera. Can almost see my reflection in it. What's up? What are we doing? Are we just chilling? That's cool. It's a pretty sexy shirt.
You know, as you guys can imagine, after a while, people would start to figure out what we were doing, and I would think that they would just ignore us after a while. But the science experiment started out as, what would they do? And it went to, what are they going to do to embarrass themselves?
3, 2, 1. Alright, stop! Collaborate and listen! I'm back with a brand new invention! Something grabs hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily!
You know, sometimes God just hands you something on a platinum platter. And I think as a comedian, it would be wrong of me to not play this next clip. And I am really sorry about this if I lose friends, but it's for the audience.
Alright, this is the story all about how my life got flipped upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there and tell you how I became friends with a town called Bel Air.
Wait a minute. You guys are good at that. Let's try it again. But But this time, let's add some tunes.
Alright, this is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, and tell you how I became prince of a town called Bel Air.
All right. So, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, audience. I'm Ashley.
That's great. What do you like to do, Ashley?
I like walks on the beach.
Anything else?
I like hash browns. I like hot tubs.
All right, we'll be right back with Amanda Sparr.